We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Our last firm returns for you guys to smash that like button. And here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. Continues to try to hold support here above 850, fighting to get back towards 9. And we need to talk about what 42 Vision is showing, as well as our inflow versus outflow indicator. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home and opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs I managed to find this week alone. And while it's not guaranteed to be this way every single day, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So the stocks I mentioned this morning each gave 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus, but two of them turned out to be a home run, and that was BIAF and PXMD. We caught it in the pre-market here with BIAF sitting sideways towards the bell. The outflows were picking up, and all of a sudden, moments after, inflows picked up. They crossed the midpoint to the upside. It went ahead. It was under a bull indicator. No bear indicator popped up, and popped up with strength here on 42 Vision for a highest point of 40% plus within minutes, guys. And then we caught PXMD. The inflows were picking up in the pre-market, and it went up nearly a highest point of 40% plus up towards the bell. Full strength on 42 Vision. Pulled back down, found support. Inflows did not cross. They stayed above the midpoint and started to pick up. Got a bull indicator and went for another run of 40% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. And it continues to fight to stay above $8 and fight above $8.50. I think that's a key support level here in this story of a pullback. But here we are slightly below $9, which is another resistance level that this stock needs to break above if the bulls want to have any traction to the upside, right? Now I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, the newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction within the volatility. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. And slots are now open for those interested. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, and we look forward to having you join us. So Bbby is having a very interesting position here within the consolidation, right? Holding that support above $8, fighting to get above $8.50, struggling to stay above 9, and it's under a bear indicator, and it's been downward since then, right? But for the first time since outflows crossed, we've gotten really close to the midpoint, but we've actually crossed the midpoint today here in the after hours and right before the end of the day. This is a very interesting position for the stock. I'm going to be watching this very carefully here on the 30-minute, and I'm going to share with you guys what are the key levels I'm watching to the downside and upside, and on different time frames, what is going on. So the first thing is I want to zoom into the 15-minute, right? We want to see this within the volatility, what's going on. It's had its zigzags and moments up, but today it actually crossed the inflows way back here as things started to pull upwards at 840. It's right now at the 860s, 850. And you could see those inflows picked up there and things started to move higher. Now, it is under a bull indicator that popped up in the middle of the volatility, and it's the first bull indicator that we've been watching for in previous videos to pop up since the last bear indicator on August 30th up here at 1450s, right? That got canceled now, and within the volatility, it's been ranging, but this bull indicator needs to hold true and not get canceled by a bear indicator. And if things continue to pull upwards, that bull indicator may stay true and hold control over the volatility on the 15-minute and could roll over into the 30-minute chart. I'm going to be watching for this to break through resistance levels and hold these inflows above the midpoint and pull away from it if possible to continue upwards. I'm going to be watching for that closely here within the volatility and then zoom back out towards the 30-minute. We want to see this possible upward trend hold above the inflows, above the midpoint, and cancel out this bear indicator by any possible bull indicator coming up next week. That's going to be very interesting how things play out. Now in the bigger picture, on the 4-hour, you could see here inflows are starting to pick up. That is very interesting. I talked about this in the last several days, and that's exactly how things started to pick up here from $9 all the way up to $15. It started to pick up here, still hadn't crossed, and when it crossed, shortly after, it started to explode from $10 all the way up to $15, nearly a 50% plus move from the point that the inflows picked up, and from the bottom to the top, nearly almost a 60 to 70% plus move. Now, here in this picture of where we're at now, the inflows are starting to pick up. We have not crossed the midpoint yet, but we just shifted from red bars to red with green borders. We want to see this continue going into dark green bars and get this bear indicator canceled by a possible bull indicator. I'm going to be watching for that very carefully here on the 4-hour going into next week. It's not guaranteed to move exactly the same like it did previously, but just something to watch, especially as it's creating support here like it did previously. So super important to be watching these levels. I'm going to be watching these inflows for this bear indicator to possibly get canceled out. And then also here on the 1-hour, things are starting to move back up, and those inflows are picking up here towards the end of the day. Now the key levels I'm watching, the first thing is support, $8, guys. I'll just round it down. Actually, it's down here at 8.20, it's 8.15. I'll just round it down to $8. We want to see this stay above 8 and then also hold the support of 8.50. It's slightly above it right now. And to the upside, the first resistance level is $9, then comes up towards 9.50 range. That's going to be super important. That's where it tried to bounce the first time back up, and those inflows got really close, but they did not cross up here at the 9.50, 9.70 range. We want to see us get above that and then up towards 10.50, and we could start talking about higher levels if these resistance levels prove to turn into support and we continue to go higher. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. Do you think the run is over? Do you think it's just beginning for a round 2? I look forward to seeing those comments down below and what your thoughts are in this current situation. Now, also, I'm an advocate for everyone watching my videos. If you made it this far to the video, I'm an advocate that everyone should have clearer charts and an edge within the volatility, right? So it does not have to be 42 vision. It's not financial advice. This is just my opinion and perspective alone. But I'm an advocate and believe every single investor should have clearer charts. That's what the goal is with 42 vision. It shows us those bull and bear indicators in between. And within the volatility, we could see the dip areas when we hit, anywhere from red bars to white with red borders. And then we shift all the way up to bright green after a bull indicator pops up. If we cross the inflows as well, shows us how there's strength. And to the downside, same thing. We get that bear indicator. We shift from the rip area of bright green down to white with red borders. How many times we've hit these dips? It tries to reverse, but we could see why these reversals are not strong enough. No bull indicator, still a bear indicator, and the outflows got crossed since the August 30th when things started to pull back, and we've been below it all this time. This is the first time we cross it, and it's something to monitor closely. Is it going to reject it, or just the beginning of getting some strength, right? That's what 42 vision is all about. And it's not just for BBBY or just specific stocks. It's any stock, even the SPY. I mean, today the SPY looked like it was going up. But if we just look at 42 vision, yesterday it was in a dip area. It got a bull indicator and it's done a complete transition into today's rip area. And eventually there's a point of exhaustion that could pop up and shift back down, and exactly that's what happened, and the outflows began right here. You could see that bear indicator as an extra layer of confirmation, and things went down from 399 all the way back down to where they started yesterday of 390. And yesterday, as it was picking up, that bull indicator popped up, inflows got crossed, and it continued going stronger as well. That's what it's all about, having that edge, the clarity, and maximizing in either direction, because I believe volatility is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And again, it doesn't have to be 42 vision, but if you're interested, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator and joining a community of investors using these resources to maximize within the volatility no matter which direction stocks are going. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.